Hello, my name's Sam Calagione from Dogfish Head Brewery. Here to say I'm stoked that our beer is finally going to be available in the UK, and to tell you a little bit about our brewery and the beers that we are sending over there, as the song goes. Basically, our brewery, Dogfish Head, opened 15 years ago in '95. In that era, we were the smallest commercial brewery in America. In that era, we also focused on more exotic, strong beers brewed with quote-unquote non-traditional ingredients that tended to be twice as strong as the average beer. And flash forward to today, and we're one of the fastest growing breweries in America. We'll brew over 100,000 barrels of beer this year. We're proud of our growth, but we're more proud of the fact that still today, in 2010, as our first shipment arrives over there, our beers still average 9% alcohol and are still made with all these exotic ingredients. So while we've come a long way in scale, we haven't deviated from our original mission of off-centered ales for off-centered people in the 15 years we've been in business. In fact, it's just neat that there's that many more off-centered beer lovers at home here in the States and abroad who are seeking out more flavorful, full-bodied, food-compatible beers. That is what we are known for. The other nice thing is, since our beers tend to be bigger in alcohol, they age really well and they make long journeys without getting tired. Much like that famous story, whether it's true or not, of the India Pale Ale making that journey from the motherland to the India colony, and they figured out that more hops and more alcohol allowed that beer to show better once it arrived for the troops in India. That's kind of the theory that we're going with as we send these beers overseas, that our bigger, bolder beers are going to make that journey and are only going to improve as they move across the Atlantic towards your shores. So with that, I'm going to discuss the beers that we're sending your way, which are basically kind of a good range of the ones that represent us in terms of hoppy, malty, exotic ingredients, some traditional background as well. So we are sending our IPAs, both 60-minute and 90-minute. These are beers that are very loosely in the British style of IPAs. They are bigger in alcohol, higher extreme hopping rates. 60 minutes is 60 IBUs, continually hopped through the entire time that the beer is boiled with a device that we came up with ourselves. That makes for a beer that's more pungently and robustly hoppy without being overly bitter. 90 minutes, the big brother of that. It's basically beer concentrate, 90 IBUs, 9% alcohol. On the maltier side, we're sending over our Raison d'Etre, which is a Belgian brown, 8% alcohol, made with beet sugars and raisins, as well as our Palo Santo Marron, a really unique 12% alcohol beer that's aged on this really exotic Paraguayan dark wood, unlike oak. That wood gives it a ton of sort of spicy and caramel notes to the Palo Santo at 12% alcohol. We're also sending over our Life and Limb, which is a collaboration that we made with Sierra Nevada. It's made with maple syrup from my family farm in western Massachusetts, as well as estate-grown barley from the Grossman family farm, the family that owns Sierra Nevada, over in Chico. And last but not least, we're sending over what we think is, our brewers always say, their favorite, most sort of under-celebrated beer in our portfolio, which is an Indian brown ale. So it's a hybrid between a Scotch ale, so it's got that caramely, sweeter notes of a Scotch ale. It's a hybrid of a Scotch ale, an IPA, and an American brown ale. So it has the color and body of an American brown, hoppiness of an IPA, and those caramely, sweeter notes that comes with caramelizing brown sugar that you might find in a Scotch ale. So we're really psyched on that beer, 7% alcohol. So we're really psyched to finally be selling our beer over there where we know there's so many hardcore beer enthusiasts. And we look forward to hearing what you guys think of it. Check us out at dogfish.com, and there's a spot there to give us your feedback. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter. And remember that life's too short to drink shitty beer. So support your small independent breweries wherever they might be from. And thank you for allowing Dogfish Head into your lives.